If you could earn $200 in an hour, but you'd have to do something illegal, would you do it? The catch is that you wouldn't be in any danger yourself, and you wouldn't be harming anyone else, like committing murder or arson. It would still break the law, though. Would you go for it? The boss would give each person a credit card. A few minutes later, all you'd need to do is go to a store, buy some valuable items, and pay using the credit card without spending your own money. You'd take the items home, and the boss would pay you. It's that simple. Emily had some doubts about where the cards were coming from, so she asked. The boss answered bluntly. The credit card numbers were stolen, but whether or not the cards worked, if she wanted to make money, she'd have to trust him. Facing the pressure of $60,000 in debt, Emily decided to take a risk. But the moment she walked into the store, she started feeling nervous. She glanced around, trying to take in her surroundings, and quickly put on a hat. Soon, Emily was at the checkout counter with a large item in her cart. She calmly pulled out the credit card, trying to act as natural as possible. She swiped the card, took it back, and finished the transaction in one smooth motion. She glanced up at the cashier and quickly looked at the screen. Her item cost $2,000. She had no idea whether the card would actually work. The few seconds of waiting felt like an eternity. Finally, the payment went through. Emily let out a sigh of relief, but still tried to keep her emotions in check. She grabbed the receipt, pushed the item out the door, and headed for the exit. Just a few steps out of the store, a staff member suddenly called out to her loudly, "Did you pay for this?" Emily froze for a moment, then turned around, pretending she hadn't heard. The staff member pointed at her hat and said, "It looks like you didn't pay for the hat." Panicking, Emily quickly took off the hat and awkwardly returned it. It was a false alarm, but her heart was racing. Following the procedure, Emily handed the $2,000 item to the boss and received $200 in payment, along with an additional phone as a bonus. Tomorrow, she had the option to do another job. This time, however, the difficulty would be higher, but the reward would be $2,000. Emily had once been a top student at Harvard Business School, but fate had played a cruel trick on her. She had won a lawsuit, but it drained all her savings. The high lawyer fees, student loans, and living expenses were suffocating her. Alone, with an elderly grandmother to care for, she had to drop out of school and find work to support her family. Then, an opportunity appeared before her. Make $2,000 in an hour. It sounded like a dream come true, but Emily knew that if she could earn $2,000 so easily, the boss would likely send her on tasks worth $20,000, or even $200,000. If she failed, she might never recover. After much hesitation, she made a tough decision. She threw her phone into the trash. But just as she was about to leave, her phone buzzed with a new text message. She hesitated for a moment, then quickly turned back, digging the phone out of the trash. Holding onto a sliver of hope, she decided to give it one more try. Give it